Jayvik felt gayer than Caitvi. There, I said what a lot of us have been thinking. Now, you may be like, whoa, wait, hold on, that sounds a bit crazy, like, that's an insane thing to say. And to that I respond, no, you hold on, okay, wait, hold on, and hear me out. Now, obviously, Caitvi is gayer. They literally kiss and make out on screen, and it's great, okay? We all know what scene we're thinking, okay, we all know what we're thinking of season 2, episode 8, or 9, whatever, right? The prison scene, freaking, that was some good stuff, okay? But looking at these relationships, not just the steamy moments or the clips taken out of context from what we see, but from what we see throughout season 2, I felt that there was a different relationship that grabbed hold of me instead of my normal bias of Caitvi. And it felt more real and more queer than what Caitvi ever was. Now, this is more of a thought experiment, a way to get some brains thinking if anyone does see this and open it and watch the video, you know, it's not a way to cause controversy. I hope you don't take the thumbnail too seriously. It was more clickbait than anything, you know. I just want people to watch this video. But it's a way to open discussions because I think Arcane season 2 needs to be critiqued very badly, and I think that the queer representation in it was not very good. So my take that I want people to maybe be open to is that Jayvik felt queerer than Caitvi. Not to preface, I'm gonna, you know, get some stuff out of the way. I'm gonna, you know, use my get out of jail free card. One could say I'm a lesbian, okay? I'm a pretty big lesbian. I'm a raging lesbian. I loved Caitvi in season 1, okay? That was the best. That was my shit. That was my favorite. Like, that was my OTP for years, okay? And I don't want to diminish lesbian representation by making this video. I don't want to put it down. You know, instead what I'm trying to do is, you know, critique what I viewed as very poor lesbian representation. I really struggled with this ship. I thought that season 2 was very weak in a lot of regards. But I have to get my gripes with Caitvi out of the way before we can talk about Jayvik. I feel like that's the elephant in the room, you know? And, you know, so I'm gonna compare and contrast the two ships, get Caitvi out of the way first. Caitlyn. Okay. Don't boo me, okay? Don't boo me. But Caitlyn Kierman was, and honestly still is, a fascist dictator cop. Also, I'm sorry if I keep on looking up and down. I'm reading from a script. I can't memorize all this off the top of my head. Okay? Caitlyn Kierman, fascist dictator cop. And we're just supposed to accept that? She creates a chemical gas so potent it rots the air ozone, causing those exposed to be disabled to an insane degree if they are lucky enough to escape. But most don't. I was so uncomfortable watching her scenes as an Armenian and a direct descendant of genocide survivors. This imagery of her and her posse smoking out families and destroying the land was genuinely triggering, and just happened, you know. They just let it be shown like that, and she gets away with it. She gets away with it scot-free. Oh, she loses an eye. Sure, but did she do anything to help John? Did she give any repentance for the atrocities that she committed? Here we have an ultra-wealthy political and military leader deciding to genocide, because that's what it was. Genocide an entire people because of the actions of one person, one Jinx. And whose people are they? Vi's, right? The other half of the ship, Vi's people. And instead of having any sort of repercussions for these actions, she's rewarded with a loving and passionate relationship with Vi. Vi doesn't even properly fight her about any of this or bring up her mass extermination efforts against the Undercity. Now, cutting to real world issues, I understand that they were trying to use Nazi imagery to make Kate more menacing, but with the actual gassing and fumes being used in current genocides in Palestine and Armenia, it felt kind of tone deaf to just have her use it and not even acknowledge it afterwards. Sure, she loses an eye, but she still has all of her money and power. And during the time, she forces her emotionally damaged girlfriend to become a cop with her. Remember how, as a child, Vi witnessed her parents be brutalized by cops, and how she was later unjustly arrested and brutalized by the same cops, and how the dealing of Shimmer was allowed by the corrupt police system? You do? Well, actually, that's not how it went down. In season 2, they retcon all of it, and Soko caused it. The cops aren't that bad, guys, okay? And I hope you like that. And you may be thinking, what does that have to do with being queer? A lot, actually. Queerness has always been radical, okay? The word queer itself was a slur that meant strange or odd, and the community reclaimed that. There's never been good representation with there's never been a good relationship with cops in queer spaces. I'm not going to explain the entire gay history of America or whatever, because that's where I come from, and I'm an American. I don't have the knowledge and word ability to do that, but guys, basic fucking knowledge, okay? Stonewall, Pride started as a protest to get more rights and awareness about queer issues, okay? We've never been comfortable with the American government or any governments, okay? Google it. And so, Pride initially started as a protest. The conforming to society's standards encouraged by big media conglomerates like Riot is a dangerous one, meant to pinkwash or so placid support of queer issues, when in reality, they just want our money. They put these gays in so that we buy the gay people merch. Queerness is a protest against the norms of society. To have your two gays be cops and be forgiven for their war crimes is very paradoxical. It pacifies the characters, making them appealing to a straight audience who would otherwise have a problem with the queerness being displayed center stage in the show. The fact that the struggles of class and class warfare was created as a narrative device, because it just got announced that they didn't actually want to do anything with the Zahn and Piltover stuff. It was made to make Caitvi more angsty, right? A backdrop for a relationship. It is irresponsible and tone deaf, and it ruins any effectiveness the relationship had at being monumental representation. But now, let's look at Jayvik. Oh my god, look, it's Jayvik! I don't know where I'm gonna put them. Sorry, I got distracted. They're like if two men were lesbians. And I think that's great. I'm also directly lifting this from a Tumblr post I made. So I'm sorry, but I think I worded it very well there. Jace is a character who originally was tempted towards power and influence, joining the council and trying to embrace the expectations of society. He comes to realize that his true love and meaning is Victor, and abandons the expectation and confines set for him to be with Victor. Victor, someone also from the Undercity, instead of being complacent to the struggles of his people, as Vi was when she joined the rage against the Undercity, uses his newfound gifts as the Machine Herald to try to help his people. He didn't know that his blessings would lead to this, okay? He didn't know that his blessings would kill people or whatever. He did not ask for the Hex Core to be fused with him, and he still embraces it. A queer allegory if I've ever seen one. Jace in Act 3 realizes he has no similar interests left in the capitalist society he was confined to, and leaves Mel the representation of that life. Mel, who I love, okay? Mel is my favorite character. Mel is incredible, and Jayvik's fans stop diminishing her. She's incredibly important. But Mel is the woman who had manipulated him and brought him down the path of basically selling his soul for expansive and destructive progress. Okay, he leaves her. While he also does not face the repercussions of his actions and help rebuild the society as he should have done, and as Kate gets away with as well, he came back to the modern world with the expectation to destroy Hextech. He did not want to leave it standing. He wanted to destroy it. He's the one who initializes the fight against Victor, who came and killed him with the intentions, again, of destroying Hextech. I firmly believe that if he had lived, he would have continued down this path and had been a prime advocate for Zahn. Instead, he realizes that he must self-actualize with Victor to truly realize his dreams. These characters use realized twice. These characters who reject the expectations put upon them and instead of conforming, choose to make a new path with each other. Something so much queerer than fucking marrying a fascist cop or whatever Kate invited. A man who revokes the system that was put in place to oppress others and joins his lover from the lower class society who in the original game was made as a parody of communist Russian propaganda, and in the series is a radical scientist figure who will stop at nothing to reach his goals. In a literal new form of existence. They go to a literal new form of existence in K-Space Heaven, or wherever they are, the Arcane. Alright? Am I trying to say that being more radical and subversive makes you better queer rep? Yeah, alright? It does. And I don't really think I'll budge on that opinion. I understand why people are so defensive and protective of Kate Vi. They were originally my favorite ship, but throughout this season, the writers of the show revealed their true colors on the queer relationship, destroying the potential they had and making them one-note and shallow, while amplifying the relationship of Jace and Victor to be the core of this season, showing something genuinely new and exciting I've never seen before. The monologue Victor and Jace respectively give to each other is one of the best written things in the show and is more loving and romantic than any of the shallow flirting Kate and Vi do. Anyways, please don't take this too seriously. This is my opinion. This is my take. I don't know if anyone will even see this, but if you did, and if you liked it, if you didn't even like it, but you liked me, please subscribe. I'm planning on making more short-term videos like this, along with the not regular, but semi-often sketchbook stuff I do. I plan on also doing some more laid-back and unscripted things. Whenever Letterboxd, they